Hello everyone, Harry here, welcome back. Thank you very much for joining me again. I hope you're all good, I hope you're keeping well. Right, bass. It's quite an important one. Something that I've struggled with a lot over the years. I'm getting better, I'm still not there, but I am getting better. I'm always trying to find something that makes life a little bit easier for myself when I'm coming to mix or record or anything like that, because bass is so important for how a mix sounds. Everybody knows that, it's probably why you're here. It's also a bit of a weird one because I've been a guitarist for a lot of years. I've been a drummer, I'm a vocalist. I know an awful lot about music, but I've never really played a bass. I don't really know anything about it. I don't know what the tips and tricks are to get a good bass sound. It's not really something I have any knowledge of. Thankfully, someone who does have a lot of knowledge about it is Aaron Twinney, who's the bassist in my band. A couple of months ago, he sent me the audio track through for one of our tunes. There was a DI, just an unprocessed raw DI, and then there was a process file. And I listened to the process file, and I was like, shit the bath, how the hell did you do that? That sounds incredible. So anyway, conversation later, turns out he's using the neural Parallax plugin. I've heard a lot about this, I've seen some adverts and things for it, and the idea is you can do all of your bass processing in one plugin. You don't have to run parallel channels, one compressing the bottom end, one doing a bit of high-end distortion, etc, etc. Does it all in one package. So I was very interested, I thought I'd download the demo, I did, and I was just blown away and I bought it pretty much instantly. So I'm just going to show you around it and hopefully help you guys out with the same kind of problems that I had. So just to show you how amazing this plugin is, just for a bit of, what's the word? Just to show you the 0 point that we're working from. This is my bass. This is a Westfield bass. That's all I really know about it. It's a piece of shit. I pulled it out of the scrap bin at my local music shop 6 years ago, 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. It was covered in spit, I'd imagine, as it is a bass. It had some glue on it, bit of all sorts of other horrible bodily fluids, so I sanded it down, varnished it. The reason it was in the bin was because the action is completely shagged and the truss rod is also shagged and it's non-adjustable. So the point I'm trying to make is that it is the worst sounding bass I've ever heard. I'll give you an example. So this is a bass line for a demo that I'm writing. There's the bass. Sounds shit. So usually you'd take that bass line, you'd run one track through a Sans amp or something to give yourself a little bit of high-end drive, and then you'd run another track through a parallel track with a lot of low-end compression, like a multi-band, a little bit of EQ, and then you blend the two together to make your bass tone. Instead of that, we can now use the Neural Parallax plugin. I'm going to stick it on default, I'm going to press play, and then I'm going to hit the magic button. I mean, I could end the video right there. That's exactly what it says on the tin. It does. It sounds perfect. It's an absolutely amazing bass tone. The UI is really good. It's got loads of options. It's got a built-in gate. You've got your inputs, your outputs. You've got all your presets here, which to be honest is all I've used because they're so good that you don't really need to fiddle with it that much. The idea is that you've got these three bands. You've got a low compression band, a mid distortion, and high distortion. So this is kind of what you would do with three separate tracks if you were processing them on, in parallel tracks within your DAW. So your low compression, you can select your low pass and where you want the compression to hit. And the distortions, again, you can adjust your levels, you can adjust your drives, and on the high distortion you can also decide where you want the high pass to sit. It's also got an EQ, which is incredibly powerful, really handy if you're wanting to do everything within the box, and you've got a cab sim with IRs as well. The IRs are really good. Obviously you can load in your own, but the impulse responses that come on it are more than enough for what you need. So for my demos and stuff, I've just been using this straight up. I've been playing through it and then just putting it in the mix. There's not really much you need to do to it. I might do a tiny little bit of EQ after this, just to cut out some resonances and things, but it doesn't really happen very often. It's one of those that you might not use it all the time, but when you use it, you'll be so grateful that you've got it. It can be a real day saver. if you record a bass player who has the worst tone in the entire world, and you don't really want to tell them, and at the same time you don't want to spend the time within the session trying to sort the bass tone, and like me, if you don't really know what you need to obtain the perfect bass tone, record a DI, wait until they've left, put this on it, mix saved, day saved. It's a little bit expensive, I get that, but if you get it on a deal, it's worth every single penny. I literally have nothing bad to say about it, which is a shame because it's kind of a review and I kind of feel like there should be something else. It costs more than some bass sims. There you go, that's a negative. But then again, it's also cheaper than some, so. And that's about it. That's all I've really got for you, to be honest. Go and try the demo out. Like I always say, don't take my word for it. Go and download a demo. Your ears for your music are better than my ears for your music. So thank you very much for joining me. Stay safe, everybody. Take care, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.